Hello, we the best. I love the way you smile. You've got a pretty smile that makes the world go round. Oh, hello.
Hi, hello viewers, welcome to Pretty Pink's YouTube channel. Alright, I have something I want to talk about today because there's a question that someone threw to me and I know you guys want to hear that question right now.
Yeah, it's all about sex education. Do you think the parents should be the one teaching their kids about sex education?
Yes, I think so, 100% I think. When kids get to a puberty age, their body starts to change. It starts to develop, so they see changes in their body. Okay, so parents have to advise their children at that certain age. It makes them get confidence about themselves, so that when they go online watching something that is nude, or they have peer friends that do stuff like that and try to introduce them to things that are not good, okay, and they try to test it, they get curious to test something like that, okay. But when a parent has already introduced the child to sex education, it makes the child not to be curious, okay. It makes the child not to be excited. It makes the child not to feel that that is new, okay. So when the parent has already talked to the child or given the child sex education, all right, it makes the child feel confident. It makes the child know the two part of life, the negative part and the positive part, okay. So when the child has been given the sex education, okay, the child is going to move to the positive side. He's not going to move to the negative part. For example, parents that are African, especially our African parents, they feel shy to tell their kids about sex education. They feel shy to say things about that. But in the Western world, they let their kids know about that. They feel free. They even give examples about that, okay. They show their kids videos and things to educate their child, for the child to know about it. But it's really not good for parents not to let our African kids to know about that. So my advice for sex education, that it's really not just important, but it's mandatory for parents to advise their kids. So another thing I'm going to advise parents, all right, you don't just need to give your child sex education, like advising your child. The other advice I'm going to tell parents that create bonds with your kids. When you create bonds with your kids are going to have confidence in you. They're going to feel free to ask you anything they want to ask you. I mean, for example, if the kid have a relationship that has to do with intimate relationship, okay, the kid is going to meet the parent and say, I'm trying to have this kind of relationship. Is it good? Is it okay or not? Even if the child is underage, like the age of 12 or 13, as far as the child has started developing what is called puberty age, okay, they see changes in their body. So because the parent has created a bond between the kid and the mom, or the dad and the kid, this is going to help them. This is going to help the two of them, okay? So they're not going to be curious when they see something that is new that has to do with sex, or something that has to do with the negative part. They're not going to feel shy. They're not going to feel uncomfortable. They're not going to go meet their friend, get curious about it, and meet their friend and say, or their peer mates and say, okay, they want to know about this. Their friend is going to introduce them to the bad side. Even if they feel that it's not good, they don't feel comfortable about that, but the friends are going to convince them to tell them that that negative part is a positive part of life. So parents should try and create bonds with their kids, so that when the kid feel not comfortable about life, in life generally, it doesn't have to do with just sex, but anything that they don't feel comfortable with in the general life, okay. So parents should create that bond so that the kid is going to get comfortable, especially when they're curious about things. So parents should create that bond, sit their kids down. And the last thing I should tell parents, that they should be polite with their kids. I know some parents create kind of harshness, like the kids are always afraid of their parents, okay. So the kids are afraid of their parents, not to tell their parents some kind of private things, like secret things of life that is worrying them, that is making them not comfortable. So parents should try to be polite with their kids. Parents should be loving. Parents should be cherishable. Parents should be sweet. This sweet means a general word, not just being sweet, but being kind. Being sweet is another general word, okay? So I love you guys. Try to subscribe to my channel, like, and
I know I've seen a lot enough, and I've crossed you, baby girl. I do. All I'm asking you to is just to stay one.